name is Ed House. I'm a Senior Director of Business Development, responsible for the DRS Land Systems Air Defense Campaign portfolio. What you see behind me is a counter-UAS directed energy Stryker that we built over the last 8 months with several industry partners. The Stryker behind us is a counter-UAS platform, so it's designed to defeat small drones at long range with both kinetic and non-kinetic defeat capabilities. We just brought this Stryker back from the desert in New Mexico, where it went through 3 weeks of an engineering test. The system performed as designed. We defeated all the drones that we shot, especially during the 2 days where we had government demonstrations. We were 14 of 14 against small drones at long range. One's a DJI Mavic, and the other one's a Phantom. Both destroyed with the laser that you see behind me. It's Blue Halo's 26 kilowatt Locust laser weapon system, defeated more than 1,000 meters. The M-SHORAD Increment 1, DRS provides the mission equipment package for that, and that's integrated onto a purpose-built Stryker. In this platform, it's the same Stryker, but a different mission equipment package. So the centerpiece is the high energy laser that I talked about a minute ago, 26 kilowatts, Blue Halo makes it, it's in the back. And then you have a 30 millimeter remote weapon station. And then you have 2.75 inch APKWS rockets that you see on the launcher above me, all fed accurate tracking data by DRS RADA's RPS-42 NMHR radar. And then it has other enabling technologies to include electronic warfare. It has a mix of what we call kinetic and non-kinetic defeat capabilities. And so the vehicle commander determines what the threat is and then determines what's the best weapon to defeat that threat. We worked this in collaboration with the U.S. Army on demonstrating the ability to put both kinetic and non-kinetic defeat capabilities to include a high energy laser onto a single Stryker platform. This project's been going on for about 8 months. We're proud to demonstrate or display this Stryker here for the Army leadership and others to come see it. It highlights what industry can do in a short period of time if working together to help the Army solve problems. Well, I think everybody's paying attention to what's happening in Ukraine and in the Middle East, where drones have become more dangerous, and they're getting bigger and more dangerous every day. And the U.S. Army is working hard to get ahead of that threat, and directed energy is just another effector that helps protect soldiers, regardless of what country they're from this new threat.
So my name is Joe Yogis. I've been working with Hanwha now for 5 years. And the K9 is here. We've had a version of the K9 here for several years. And it mainly reflects the fact that the US has been interested in artillery, in 155 mobile artillery for this time. They're looking for new solutions, obviously. So this is something we would like to be part of the discussion. This is already the third version of K9. You had the original K9, about 30 years old. You have the K9A1, which is the current version in production, being delivered to the ROC Army and also the Allied armies. The one behind me now is the K9A2. And the difference is mainly between A1 and A2 is automation. So we say that the K9A1 is semi-automatic. It has a full crew of 5. And it has a rate of fire of up to about 8 rounds a minute. So there is minimal hands-on in terms of loading, operating the loading system. With the K9A2, it's really hands-off. You can operate the K9A2 with as few as 2. That would be a driver and a loader. But normally, of course, we have 3. We have a commander a driver, and a loader. The general concept is that we take the K9 operating system, okay, of the K9A2, but we have to modify it for a truck. So obviously it has to be more narrow because the chassis is more narrow than that of a tracked vehicle. Put it on trains and so forth, and it's a bit longer. So that's going to affect how many rounds you have in it, but the performance of the turret on a wheeled vehicle is going to be the same. I would say, in my opinion, the K9 has gotten a lot of attention because first-rate militaries have adopted it. And the first one, of course, is the Republic of Korea, the ROK Army, right? The ROK Army is right on the front in terms of threat, existential threat. It is a terrain in Korea that is very dependent on artillery. And from that, first-rate militaries like the Norwegian Army, the Finnish Army, and now, of course, you mentioned the Australian Army and others have adopted the K9. And I think it flowed from that. And when you see first-rate militaries that are very serious in terms of the equipment that they buy, their alliances such as NATO, it attracts other customers. And of course, it's performance and price. I think our message would be that we have a proven, a mature 52 caliber gun, already semi-automatic in the form of the K9A1, in service with already many US allies, and that we have a very clear path to the future with the K9A2, and even concepts for an autonomous version of the K9 beyond that.
Hi, I'm Cameron Fraser. I'm Director US Government Sales for Barrett. Barrett is a firearms manufacturing company and produces weapons including the 10750 cal semi-automatic and the MRAD series of weapons. Today we've got the Squad Support Rifle System, which is a 30mm airburst semi-automatic rifle. So this is part of the X-Tech program, which has been developed. This weapon has been developed by Mars Inc. and Barrett is teaming with them as they go forward to compete in the US Precision Grenadier System program. So this weapon is a standalone weapon system. So it's got a recoiling barrel and a dampener in the stock. So that really takes the recoil force out of the weapon system. So this is a 30mm cartridge, which offers HE airburst, a counter UAS option, training prac, and also a CQB or a shotgun round for close quarter engagement. Well, I'll go through the optic first. So the optic on this case is the XM157, which is off the next gen squad weapon. That incorporates a laser rangefinder and a disturbed reticle. So you laser target, the dot comes up, and then we apply that dot to the target and engage. This will be linked to a fuse setter, which will set for the HE airburst round to allow you to burst on, in front, or behind the target according to the operator's needs. Next round is a counter UAS, which will have fusing to engage a UAS static or in other configurations. Have a training prac round, and then we have the CQB shotgun round. So that is to provide that CQB engagement for point. The more developmental on the right, we're looking at a directional high explosive airburst, a smoke round, a single shot penetrator, so a single slug, a day-night prac with a thermal and a visual impact, so you can use it instead of just a orange puff. And then we've got a high explosive incendiary round. So this is a 5-shot magazine, so it allows 5 separate engagements. So the idea is that you can engage multiple targets in a very short period of time. Similar layout and loading as a M4 or AR standard layout of a rifle. And we've got a left-hand charging handle and the ability to top load the magazines too. So if you're engaging a target and you wish to add a different round to go from airburst to a point CQB round or a breaching round, you can top load that from the left. Barrett is teaming with Mars for this and will deliver precision capability to the soldier and deliver overmatch for the future.